As with the interest inventory that you took in an earlier module, it's important to understand the results of all your assessments in MyPlan. Let's take a minute and look at the results of the personality test. Here you will find a description of the personality type report. According to the work of Carl Jung, people exhibit tendencies towards certain personality types. His model looks at personality tendencies across 4 distinct bipolar scales. Everyone can see themselves on each scale, but to different degrees or strengths of preference. The first criterion, extroverted and introversion, signifies the source and direction of a person's energy expression. An extrovert's source and direction of energy is mainly in the external world of people and things, while an introvert has a source of energy mainly in their own internal world, which means they like to process. The second criterion, sensing and intuition, represents the method by which someone perceives information. Sensing means that a person mainly believes information he or she receives directly from the external world. They must hear it, see it, taste it, smell it, or touch it. Intuition means that a person believes information he or she receives from seeing relationships via insight and intuition. The third criterion, decision-making, has the bipolars of thinking and feeling. This represents how a person processes information. Thinking means that a person makes a decision mainly through logic and objective data. Feeling means that as a rule, he or she will make a decision based on their own personal value system, really based on what they feel they should do. The fourth criterion, judging and perceiving, reflects how a person implements the information he or she has processed. Judging means that a person organizes all aspects of his or her life and, as a rule, sticks to the plan. Perceiving means that he or she is inclined to improvise and explore options. They go with the flow. All possible variations of preferences in the 4 dichotomies yield 16 different personality types. This will represent which area of the 2 poles that each of the dichotomies dominate, and you will be assigned a 4-letter acronym. For example, in this case, ENFP, which means this person is an extroverted, intuitive, feeling perceiver. Let's take a minute and scroll down the page so that you can see that this assessment will be explained in a little more detail going through each of those 4 poles. So as an extroverted person, it will tell you how the percentage of your extroversion is. It will give you an explanation of what that means, plus it will give you words that other people might describe you with. It will also tell you your strengths and some possible weaknesses of being an extrovert in this case. It will go through the sensing and intuition scale, thinking and feeling, and finally judging and perceiving. If we scroll back to the top, you will see that there are other links displayed here. What we are going to ask you to do in all 4 of your assessments is to go in and review the report and then click on Career Match. Within Career Match, you need to verify the degree that you are thinking you want to get. So in this case, this person said they are willing to get a graduate degree or higher. If you are thinking you might stop at only a bachelor's degree, then you would click on that. If you're thinking you are only going to get a 2-year associate's degree, then you would click on that. What will happen then is, based on what level of education you have and based on the results of that particular inventory, when you click Go, it will give you a list of possible careers that you might enjoy, and that might be a good match for you based on the particular inventory, in this case your personality, and on the level of your education. Let's take a minute and look at if I had stopped at a 2-year degree, these might be possible careers that I might enjoy. If I click up to graduate degree and click go, you can see that they change dramatically. You are to go through the career match for your personality assessment, but then you are to go back to all of your assessments and take a look at the career match for those. Be careful to make sure, right, that you have the level of education set correctly on each of the assessments. If you need to change it, remember to click go. Here you can see all possible careers that, in this case it is my results, that I might enjoy. Going through here, I might look at something like audiologist and think, oh, I don't know if I'd like being an audiologist, because in reality, maybe I don't know what an audiologist does. Each of these are linked so that if you click it, it will give you additional information about that particular degree. Gives you a summary, job requirements, some significant points. Sometimes it will give you related degrees and majors. Some may include videos, similar careers, and salaries. As you review the information for all your assessments, it is time to start looking at, do you start to see trends in the careers that are generated? Maybe you will see the same career come up over and over again, or maybe you might see a specific industry or field. Looking down my list, you can see that counseling and social work shows up quite a lot, as does education. If I was to click on my interest test and click on career match here, you will see that some of the same types of careers pop up. Counseling and social work, and also education. I've just clicked on skills, and if I click on career match, again, some of the similar ones come up, but here I start to see a lot more medical fields, which in reality I was never interested in. If I go to values and click career match, you will start to see the same counseling type of positions. And if you go down far enough, you will start to find education. So I can go to the next list. Just to restate, it is very important that you look at all 4 of your assessments. Read about the report so that you can understand the results, and then check the career matches. Again, being sure that the level of education that you wish to pursue is correct. Because later in this module, you will be giving me an evaluation of your reports, and then start to evaluate the list of possible careers.